Okay, it's almost 5 o'clock. Still about half hour or so daylight left. And Dad come up and we got part of the wall done for the patio door. And I got the end wall in the bedroom and the wall for the kitchen done. And here's your kitchen wall, bedroom wall. And here's your 2 kitchen windows. And then doorway, wall going into the living room. Of course, I haven't got down there onto the posts yet. And here's where the transition for the doorway is. And there's where the patio doors are going, back to the back corner. And then back window. This back window opening is 3 foot wide, but 2 foot tall. In other words, it's almost a meter wide. Now, I know you know what that is, inches. I don't know if you do or not. You can always do the conversion for them. But now I've been up here since about 11 o'clock. And I got me a longer extension cord for running my saw off of. I actually had it up here on the floor of this earlier. And of course we cut that tree down, the locust tree that was right where the porch was going to go. And we got it cut down to get this wall put up. And it's slowly coming along. It's just taking a while. But now tomorrow I'm gonna have to go probably place another order for some more lumber, plywood to go around the walls, and then the lumber and stuff to do the roof of it, and the plywood to go on the roof. But I brought one of your windows up right here, and I had it over here in one of the windows earlier today. I'll try to stick it back in there. Let's see here. Oh. And here's how it looks. Now it's got your standard toggle latch thing there, and you slide it open. There's window screen in it, keep bugs out. And granted, it's not real big of a window, but for in here in the kitchen, I think it's big enough. I mean, you got 2 of them. And I can't remember what I was going to say. I remember what it was now. A senior moment there for a minute. I'm going to put along that wall and along this wall, I'm going to put a countertop. That's what I'm trying to think of. Countertop on it, roughly about 3 foot up off the ground to the work surface part of it. And then this wall here, I'm going to put a cabinet on it, and we got some place to store stuff. And I'm going to do the same here on this wall, put like cabinets on it. And then underneath the countertop, that's where I'm going to try to put the refrigerator at, so I've got some place to store my TV dinners and my whiskey. And then in there in the bedroom, along the back wall, of course, I've still got to cut it open for the bathroom part of it. at this wall right here, just on the other side of the kitchen. That's where I'm gonna put like a chest of drawers or something like that to store stuff in. Say like extra blankets, pillows, clothes, whatnot. And the bed's probably going to go down along this end wall. But I found out that it's a queen size bed. So the queen size bed that I've got is, I think, almost 7 foot long and 5 foot wide, if I remember right. So my 5 foot width will fit down there, and hopefully I've put that window up high enough to where the head of the bed ain't, right up there by it. I'm gonna have to put a headboard on that bed too. If not, you're gonna, middle of the night, your pillow's gonna disappear down over the edge of it. And yeah, it's coming along. Things is kind of thawed out here today. It got up into the mid to upper 40s, and thawed everything out, and everything's a big mud hole. Right down there at the entrance of it, I was coming back up with the sack concrete chainsaw, circular saw, post hole diggers, and lawnmower hit it, slid sideways on me. His tires started spinning, so I went ahead and shut it down and packed what I needed up here. And I had to go back down later on to get the ladder. And same thing happened whenever I hit it. Tires started spinning. Now I've pulled tarp off and laid down here on the ground right where I was walking at. And there's my chop saw right where I was working at today, so I'm not standing in mud up to my ankles. Here's that chop saw I was telling you about. You can see here different angles. Looks like you can go up to 22.5 on it. That you loosen this right here up and you can spin that table on it and put your workpiece up against that, and there we go. Push down on it, and the blade guard right here comes up, exposes your saw blade. It's kind of a handy tool to have. Don't get me wrong, they're nice. It beats the heck out of a miter box saw, or using that little tiny cordless saw that I had that battery kept going dead on. So, well, I'm gonna go down there and get those post holes diggers and get my other 2 posts dug, so I can get that pole set, or those other 2 posts set tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to try to pack up. Of course I could, because I don't need a whole great big bunch of light to see. Bring those other 2 boards up and go ahead and get them laid down on that. And the way all that's done, I've got plastic down there I can unroll and put on it. Tack it down so it's all nice and dry. But now I got water that pooled up on this again. I never thought to sweep it off this morning whenever I started, so hopefully it'll evaporate. But my intent is after I get roof over this, the way I know it's dry inside, I'm going to cut this plastic off and probably dispose of it, because it ain't going to be much good for anything. I have as many holes in it as what I've got. So, well, that's how far I've come so far. Kind of step back here a little piece to let's take it all in, or at least as much of it as what I can get in here. There's the opening for the patio door and the bedroom wall. So here's that locust tree. I don't know if you probably do, because they say they make good fence posts. I don't know if you got locusts over there or not. But locust trees, they make excellent fence posts. They're nice hard wood. And I think it's about 20 years in the ground. They say that they will last. And there's still, out in the country, you'll still see wooden fence posts that's made out of locusts. But the thing about locust trees are, they got these little tiny stickers right here on them. That's how one way that you can tell. There's locust tree that's got individual stickers, and then there is another tree that's got little clusters of thorns on them that looks like little tiny needles. And it used to be, back in medieval times, well, probably goes back further than just medieval,